Will the real bully stand up? Guys, we know the real bully in the royal family is none other than Prince William. So we have reports, they're always saying, oh, he's incandescent with rage, he's angry, he's aggressive, what he's going to do. And they always seem to want to project on Meghan. But at the end of the day, we know the real bully in the royal family is Prince William. And it has come to light that, yes, we were correct all along. We believed it, we have been saying it, and it is in fact true. William is a bully. He's a bully, he's a bully, he's a bully. And he continues to project this aggression on people, being incandescent with rage, and just continuing to show his hands. So yes, guys. So we know the media loves to paint Meghan as Duchess difficult. But what if I told you the real bully in the royal family is not Meghan, is not even Harry, but William himself. He is the one that's out there leaking. He's the one that's out there projecting his nastiness on Meghan. He's the one that's out there doing all of these nasty, underhanded things behind closed doors. And the media is turning a blind eye or refusing to acknowledge it. But people are now speaking. People are now talking out. And it is out there right now that is, because if you notice, the royal reporters, they try to tell us, sometimes they try to tell us a story, but they can't really come outright and say it because they are maybe censored. The palace censor them. But little by little, things are coming out to the fore now. I guess the American media and Greek media, you name it, other medias are not afraid, and they can speak what is happening, and they know exactly what is happening behind palace walls. So the real bully, as we know, is William. And it is coming to the fore. Behind the carefully polished smiles, royal waves, and press-friendly photo ops, insiders are revealing a very different story, one of aggression, control, and a growing obsession with power. According to royal insider Ian Pelham-Turner, Prince William, now in his 40s and next in line to the throne, is no longer the easygoing man people thought they knew in his 20s and 30s. Staff are now claiming that William insists on being addressed as Sir and nothing else. Gone are the days of William or Wilkes. He reportedly demands formality at all times, even from long-standing friends and colleagues. So, what a hubris, so full of himself. This subtle change in behavior might not sound like much until you realize it's paired with something far more troubling, a pattern of alleged aggression behind the palace walls. Remember, incandescent with rage. William is always so angry, so aggressive, so wanting everything his way, and if he can't get it, he will go to physical. Remember, he even fight Harry. He loves to fight. He's very aggressive. He's a bully, and that's why he keeps leaking story so that the press can bully Meghan every single day, because they do bully Meghan every day. So William is a bully in chief. Pelham-Turner recalls speaking to one of William's supporters, a volunteer for his housing charity, who revealed that William constantly pressures him for results. Day and night, he would receive messages asking, how much money have we made? How much money have we made? He's so hell-bent on having money. It's like he's money obsessed. This isn't the charming prince the public sees at ribbon cuttings or sports events. This is a man, insiders say, who is increasingly intolerant, impatient, and laser focused on projecting authority. Staff members describe his temper as short, his demands as relentless, and his expectations as unrealistic. Remember, he's the one that coming out, when William become king, when I became king, this is what I'm going to do. So he's being very impatient, and the only way for that to happen is the death of his father. So this man is sick. William is sick. He's so impatient that he's putting out stories out there in the press. When he becomes king, well, this is what he's going to do. He's going to take away titles. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. All about him. It's easy for the public to be taken in by William's soft-spoken demeanor at royal engagements. He shakes hands, cracks jokes, and appears approachable. But according to palace whispers, this is just the surface. Behind closed doors, his interactions with the team are far less kind. Remember what Meghan say, what you see on the outside, transfer on the inside. They're cold, they're callous, they're mean. Yes, mean-spirited people. Pelham Turner points out that more and more allegations about William's aggressive nature are surfacing, and that his shift in personality coincide with his climb towards the throne. When Harry was still in the fold, William reportedly tolerated a more relaxed environment. Both brothers could be addressed by their first names, and there was camaraderie in the air. But since Harry's departure, and especially since the Sussex's bombshell revelations, the gap between William's public persona and private behavior seems to be widened. Pelham Turner says William's increased formality is a sign of his obsession with hierarchy, control, and his future kingship. And yet, the British public rarely hears this side of the story. Why? Because the palace knows how to protect William's image while letting Harry and Meghan take the hit. Yes, they use them as scapegoat all the time. Harry left, but the aggression stayed, and it has always been with William. Recently, there were talks of reconciliation, at least between Harry and King Charles. Harry's representatives reportedly met with Charles's representative in London in what some insiders saw as a first step toward mending fences. But what was telling wasn't who was there, it was who wasn't. William's team had no representation at that meeting. Pelham Turner believes this was no accident. In his words, I thought it was very poignant that none of William's team was at that meeting. It was more a picture to Williams than it was to the rest of the world. Yeah, they're saying Charles is showing his hand. Charles is saying, William, go get lost. In other words, the message to William was clear. Reconciliation can happen without your approval. Royal watchers note that William's personality shifts coincides with major life events, turning 40, becoming the Prince of Wales, and preparing for the future role as king, for his future role as king. But instead of becoming a more empathetic leader, the allegations suggest he's becoming more rigid, more formal, and more controlling. This is the same man the media insists on portraying as a stable, reliable heir, while Harry and Meghan are vilified at every turn. It begs the question, who is really the difficult one here? Prince Difficult. We're going to start calling him Prince Difficult, right? As I tell you, he's projecting. When Meghan faced racist abuse, tabloid smears, and relentless public criticism, the palace said nothing. But when William faces allegations of aggression, the walls close in and the leaks are contained. That's not an accident. That's a system designed to protect one man's image at the expense of another's. The truth is, the bullying narrative may have been aimed at the wrong royal all along. So, the next time you hear the words Duchess Difficult or read about Meghan and Harry being frozen out, remember this. Behind the polished smiles, the real story is far more complicated. The real bully in the royal family might not be the one the headlines have been telling you about. We know that. We know they cover. We know with the Rose story, that's when they started throwing Harry and Meghan to the wolves. We know they were using Harry and Meghan as scapegoat. We know the real bullies are Charles, William, Kate. They are the bullies. And yet still, Andrew was a big bully. They say Margaret was a big bully. So all they do is project on Meghan. And we know that. Because power changes people. And in William's case, insiders say, it hasn't been for the better. Definitely, the truth will always rise. I tell you, whatever hides under the dark must come to light. And we know that William is the bully. William is the one that treats people with disdain. You notice all the talk about Meghan, oh, she sent 5 a.m. email. Oh, no, they can't say. And she's something in high heels. Oh, ridiculous. Those things are just so nasty and ridiculous. Yet still, Charles lost 11 gardeners the other day because they bully their staff. People have to be putting toothpaste on Charles' toothbrush as if he's a baby. These things are just ridiculous. So guess what? We know who the real bully is, and it's definitely not Meghan or Harry. We know it is William. We know it is Charles. We know it is Kate. And we know it is Camilla. All of them are some set of bullies, and that's why they try to project all their nastiness on Meghan. So guys, that's what I wanted to bring you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you never miss a beat. Bye.